Today I'm going to show you how you can set up a customized sidebar with different items to display information about your categories, popular posts, and hashtags. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Nino tutorial with your boy Nino. And today I'm going to be talking about how you can customize your own type of sidebar for your Wix blog post page, okay? And the way that you can do that is easily by using a multi-state box, or even just snagging a box to the Wix strip, okay? And as you can see right here, I actually already have a multi-state box that I'm using, and I'm actually going to show you guys what type of elements that you guys can put in to your sidebar and customize it the way that you like and the vision that you have for your Wix website design, okay? So everything can flow in the right direction, all right? And everything can flow by the way you design it, okay? Instead of actually taking the basic Wix templates, okay? So today we're gonna go into depth with how to code this stuff up, what things you can get used out of with the categories, with popular posts that I have here. And then also I'm gonna talk about hashtags, all right? And how to extract those hashtags out of the post and actually put them into a selection tag. And I'm gonna go more into detail about that. So let me go ahead and just piggyback where I left off. So I actually talked about this in my last video, and go ahead and check that out if you haven't been able to look at how you can start up your own customized Wix blog post page, okay? That goes in depth with all of the information that you need to know about all the elements and how to extract those information about your post into a format that you would like to have it in for yourself. So that means you can customize it, design it the way that you look and feel of your website instead of actually using the basic Wix blog template, okay? So go ahead and head on over there. I'm gonna put it in the right hand corner as I speak right now. So go ahead and check that video out. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and just piggyback off from where I left off from that last video and talk to you guys more about this Wix sidebar, okay? And what different items that you could put in here. We're gonna go ahead and talk about that right now, okay? So what I'm gonna do here is I made a multi-state box, all right? And in this multi-state box, it shows categories here, it shows popular posts, and then it shows your tags here, okay? And these will be the tags based on whatever the tags are in this one, and then the similar ones, okay? The similar tags that are on this blog, all right? So let's go ahead and get started with the categories first, all right? So what I want to do here is I want to go back up to the top of my code, all right? And then I'm going to go ahead and create another function, and this function is going to be called top 5 categories, all right? And these top 5 categories are going to go right into categories here, all right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to just go ahead and make this a sync function, all right? And I'm going to go ahead and speed through this again so that you guys can hear me talk about how I got to this point, all right? All right, so now that we're back, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and not label this top 5 categories, and I'm just going to label this categories, all right? The reason being is that I'm actually going to go into another tutorial that's more of an in-depth tutorial on how to get the top 5 categories, but right now I just want to make it very simple and easy, straight to the point, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and do a Wix data query on the categories, all right? I just want to find 5 categories that we can show, all right? So as you can see here, I'm actually going in here to retrieve those items based on my cat list. I will show these items here. So I can easily just go ahead and show you guys that I could just say cat list, all right? Cat list.length. And this is just to give it an alias name so that it can pop up this way and it'll be a lot easier to navigate through this stuff, all right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna name everything cat list, all right? And that means category list. I just shortened it a little bit, all right? So as you can see here, this is getting put into my category repeater, all right? And this is the category repeater. Now, what we want to do is we wanna click on this repeater, all right? And we're gonna do an item on ready, all right? So this item on ready will actually be populated at the bottom of this post page code, all right? And what we want to do here is actually gather that information and then display it the way that we see here, all right? So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and look in here. We're going to see that this says category title, all right? Excuse me. So what we're going to do is for that item of category title, we want to put it into a format that it represents or replicates this right here. All right, so what we're gonna do here, and I don't know why I have all recipes. This is so weird. Anyways, it's not gonna be that, even though it's bothering me right now. All right, so this is gonna be export function, but we're gonna make it an async function so that we can wait for everything to be done before it actually displays something, all right? So we're gonna say await, and we're gonna do an if else statement again. If item data dot label dot length is greater than 50, what we're gonna say is we're going to go ahead and bring that back, all right? We're gonna size it down a little bit so that it doesn't bleed over or expand this whole category box look, all right? So we're gonna say item dot label is sliced, okay? And we're gonna slice that up from 0 to 47, all right? The reason being is so that then we can put these 3 dots here to show that there's more to it, all right? If that is not the case, that it's over 50, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in the item label and then the post count, all right? But right now what we want to do is add more to this, all right? And what we're going to do here is space this out, add the parentheses that we shown there, and then what we're going to do here is check and see if there is any post count, all right? You don't want to put something there that's not there, okay? So you just want to make sure that it has its safety actions on here. All right, so we're gonna do item data dot post count, and what we're gonna do here is say that if there's none, we're going to put 0. All right, and you can put it in a string or you can just put 0 as a number there. It doesn't really matter because this whole thing is a string, so it's going to turn everything into a string item. All right, so now after we finish with that, we're going to close those parentheses. So we're going to close that parenthesis. All right, and so now what we need to do here is add the false statement. All right, so if it's not greater than 50, what we want to do is just copy this whole thing right here, all right? And we're just going to do it without slicing it, all right? So we're going to add that, and we're going to take the slicing parameter off and all of that information here. And boom, I think we're good to go. All right, make sure you add your semicolon here, just because you don't want things to bleed over. Now, if I wanted this to actually be sent to the categories dynamic page, what I would do here is I would make this an item and say category title dot on click, and then that would be, I'll just name that event just to keep it consistent with everything else. And we would do a Wix location dot to, and then we would go to that specific URL. All right, but right now I'm not going to be doing anything of that nature. We're just going to go ahead and cancel that out right now. But you would get the gist that once you add that dynamic page on here, then we can actually put that link inside of here, okay, inside of that Wix.to, and that will be coming up in a few tutorials. All right, so now let's go ahead on over to the popular posts. All right, so these are going to be your popular post tag, excuse me, not tags, but popular post. All right, so we're going to go back up to the top and we're going to add that to here. All right, so we're going to name this popular posts. All right, and we're going to only get 3 of them. All right, so let's go ahead and make that an async function. Popular posts. All right, looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and add the code in just to speed things along, like I said before. All right, so I have popular post here. All right, and what this query is doing is it's actually looking for anything that is not equal to this ID, which is the parameter. All right, and this parameter is going to be this post right here, this post ID. All right, so what we want to do here is actually go ahead and get that post ID. So we're going to say res and then we're going to say underscore ID, and we're just going to push that into popular post. All right, just so that we don't get the same exact post on here. All right, so we're going to see that popular post is going to be all of these items that we find. All right, now we want to limit it to 3. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna find all of those trending posts, not just the top 3, but all of them, and then we're going to look through them to see, based upon our weights, what is weighted better than all of the other posts that are inside of our database. All right, so that's what I'm doing right here. I'm actually looking for a trending post. All right, and we're gonna map that post item to look at this trending strength. All right, so we're gonna look at post.viewCount times the views weight that we have up here at the top. All right, and that is 0.8. All right, and then we're going to add that to post.LikeCount times the likes weight. Now right here, what we're doing here is we're creating with inside this mapping of trending posts, what we're doing is we're getting all of the items here, but then we're going to add this item inside of these res.items. Okay, so we're adding another item to it based on the information that we have here, and this will total up to a certain specific number that we can then sort it by. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the trending post, and that's going to be an array of different post items here, and we're going to sort those based upon the trending strength, okay, the information that we had calculated up here. And we're going to do B minus A, okay, so every one of these trending strengths are going to be subtracted by each other to see which one is the highest. Okay, once it gets the highest, we'll put trending post equals trending dot slice, and then we have trending post to show, just like we had up here. Trending post to show is at 3. All right, so that means whatever we choose this constant value to be, 3 of those things will pop up. All right, so it's going to slice that to 0 to 3, and then we'll place that into the populars post repeater. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and do an item on ready, and we're going to pop that in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and speed through this also, just so that I can explain to you guys a little bit more. As you can see, I put in a synced here with this function, but also as you can see is I have my image here, okay? And this is very important, you guys. All right, if you have a popular image, all right, you want to source it and you want to find if it actually has a cover image or not for that post. All right, if it doesn't have a cover image, it goes straight to the default that is right here. As we can see, it's going to be a book. All right, a little book journal that will show up. That's why I put here default image. All right, now as you can see, I created an alt, a customized alt, which will be the title, and if the title goes over 50, it's just gonna show up the same way as it would here. Okay, just as we have in the popular title here. All right, and then also we want to get the date. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to go ahead and see that. Let's go ahead and look for the last published date. If there is a last published date, we want to put that into time ago so that we can get that value back that is just like this type of format. Okay, we want to get that format, put it into a string, and then also get the like count. All right, and what we're doing here is an if else statement. So if there is a like count, we're going to put those different types of likes here. All right, if there is no like count, then it's going to show up empty. All right, so this is here the format that I have it for. Now, just like I showed you guys here, if they click on the container itself, which this is the container, if they click on that container, they can easily go straight to the next post page. All right, and that will just refresh this whole entire page for that post page. All right, that you want to go to. So that's why I put in here the Wix location.to and then item data post page URL. As you can see here, we'll go back to the post and then we'll see that it has the post page URL already inside of it. So as you can see here, you have the post page URL properties. The field key is the same that I had it there, and then also you can see here that you can go to that if you would like to see that, but these are what the information will be populating right here. Okay, so that's how you guys can get the popular post. All right, now what we want to do here is we're gonna go straight to tags. All right, and we're gonna find all of those tags that are related to this post. All right, so what we want to do here is we're gonna go up here, scrolling all the way up to the top. All right, and we're gonna add that tags. All right, so we're gonna add a tags function right here. We're gonna make this a sync as well, and we're gonna label it tags. All right, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. We're almost done. Okay, we almost got this whole thing done. I'm gonna skip out on the search. I think the search involves another tutorial that I should go over. But right now, I'm creating this tutorial on the sidebar. All right, this is gonna be your customized sidebar. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go into tags here. And I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this also. All right, so here I have a simple little tag here, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go inside of that blog post and that parameter, just like I showed you here, guys. We're gonna go ahead and enter that parameters ID. Okay, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna search for those tags. All right, so we're gonna go inside here, do a query for the blog post equal to that, find those results here. All right, and then we're gonna put these results into our tag list. All right, this tag is gonna go ahead and get it to where the tags are actually put in place in the right order. Okay, and then also in the right type of way. All right, and the reason being is that the tags here will only just show up as individual tags. It won't show up in the way that we need it for selection tags, and that is to have it as a label and a value. So what you want to do here, guys, is head on over to this function here that I created, and it's to get the tags in the right formatted order. Okay, now we can actually use this type of function here. So this right here is actually getting the tags in order, okay, and it's using this basic for statement, okay, of all of the information that's inside of here. Now once we sit here and say return tagger, this will return the tagger post tags right here array, and it's going to push it back into these results.items, which will make it a tag list, and then we just go into that actual tag list itself, that 0 parameter, which is the first parameter, and go ahead and get the post tags. Okay, these post tags will be in the correct type of layout for the selection tags to receive those hashtags. Okay, and if that is true, it's going to wait for that and it's going to put those into the options here. If not, it's going to be collapsed. All right, it's going to collapse that tag box. That means that there's no tags related to this post, and so we're not going to go ahead and put those in there. Now if you guys want to add more related tags on here, because I noticed that if you get the tags here, there can be doubled up tags, and then also in another tutorial I'm going to show you how I created a related tag function so that you guys can get relatable tags in there and pushed up so that it can look presentable and you don't have to have things be doubled up. Okay, all right, so I guess that is about it. All we have to do is go ahead and test this thing out. All right, so I think everything looks good. Oh yes, I just wanted to let you guys know that I actually put these little things in here. If you're following along via the video, I added post 1 expand and state box expand, and then also when I looked into my tags here, I had to expand the tags box. I forgot to put that in there. And then also if you go down here to categories, I took out the descending of the post count. I don't think we need that actually in here. We can easily just get the information via that, but if you guys want to go ahead and do it based on post count, just go ahead and be my guest and do that. But I'm just, for this tutorial, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it at querying the categories and just bringing up the relevant categories that are here. Okay, so everything looks good. I made some minor adjustments real quick. Let's go ahead and save that, and then we'll just go ahead and preview it. So as you can see here, I have my display of my background image. I have my published date here, which is September 25th. Updated, which is 10 days ago. We have 0 likes right now, and then 1 view, which is myself. And then we have the title of that post, then also the categories here, all right, that the post is associated with. Then we actually have just the list of our categories here, and these will be linked to that dynamic page that I was talking to you guys about how to create it for the categories, which will be in our future tutorial. And then also you have your popular post here. As you can see, it's being populated with September 25th, and then actually you can see that there's no likes to this right now because I just have the base template for this whole website, so it's not going to give me any likes or comments on there, or different parameters or variables that I would need to be able to display on here. So that is why. Now if you guys want to view more posts, this actually shows up as view more posts, because that means there's more than just these 3 here. Okay, and then also you have your tags here. So you have your vacation tag, your dream tag, blog tips. All of these tags are based upon the different types of tags that we just searched up. All right, so as you can see here, we have all of the information that we need to put here. I'm just gonna go ahead and like that just so that we can just like it. Looks pretty cool. All right. And so looks pretty good to me. This is very structured, ordered, and in the way that I would like to have it for my website. All right, guys. So as I said before, for this search box here, I'm going to create another future tutorial for search parameters within your blog. So stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and how to actually create your own type of customizable blog post page here. Definitely give it a shot. And if you have any questions, drop it below. All right. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you aren't already. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. All right. Ciao.